base, played here last year, third base. Got all the tools. If he mentally can develop, you know, he's definitely a big league prospect. All the infielders are pretty good players. Candelaria, the third baseman, switch hitter, he's only 18 years old. You know, being able to compete in this league, and I think he's going to play in major leagues. The shortstop's very talented. Defensively, offensively, he's got a lot of potential, but he's not there. And so, yeah, those guys would be batting in the front part of the lineup.
What have you seen from Dunston?
Pardon?
Dunston?
He's really improved. For the first day of spring training, you know, he went at the ball so hard. It was I thought it would take him a long time, but he's improved 100%. He's played real well the last couple months down in Arizona. You know, he runs well, aggressive player, and you know, hopefully he'll hit, you know, close to 300 in this league.
What do you remember about his dad?
His dad was the same way. You know, went at the ball real hard, and probably pulled the ball a little bit too much, but you know, had a great arm. He used to kill me at first base. He'd throw every ball 100 miles an hour, moving all over. But yeah, Sean's a nice kid and works hard and wants to get better.
Does he have that same arm?
No, he does not have the same arm.
Hard to replicate that.
Yeah, his arm is something he needs to work on.
Bill, can you just walk us through a day in the life of a hitting coach for the Boise Hawks? What have you been working on in Mesa? Filing reports, is that something?
Yeah, we get to the ballpark about 6 o'clock in the morning and look at the video, put in the game report for the game chart for the day. 7 o'clock in the cage, doing drills in there for an hour, and then out in the field batting practice, then extra hitting after. Got to do a lot of computer stuff after the day's over. I have to keep 3 different charts, you know, it's called chase chart, game report, and then situational hitting. So I got to do all that stuff on the computer after the game. Takes me about an hour. So pretty long day.
What was the first chart?
Chase chart.
What's that?
That's chase chart. Any pitch that is considered a pitch that shouldn't have swung at. You know, it doesn't. Kind of give them a little flexibility there if it's a little low or a little outside, but if a ball, you know, in the dirt or up in their eyes or way off the plate, then I have to put that in a report. So I've got records of every bad pitch that they've swung at since the start of spring training.
Practice or inter-squad games or everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Even soft toss. You know, if I throw a bad soft toss and they swing at it, hey, that wasn't a good pitch to hit. So they're doing better at it. Yeah, they're doing better.
Well, speaking of day of the life of hitting coach, moving forward, you're going to have some time traveling around the Northwest, ready to put in some miles.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that last summer with the bus thing, so you know, just get some good books.
One last one about the hitting approach. And is it more of a matter of teaching patience or confidence that, I mean, you can get in a hole?
Yeah, it's patience and preparation. You know, mental preparation. You know, being aware. You know, going over you know, your previous at bats every day, and then, you know, preparing yourself mentally. And part of it is it's like learning how to hit again. I mean, you know, to get focused and have the confidence to, you know, to not swing at everything. You know, not be afraid to hit with 2 strikes. You know, and that's the key. I mean, if you hit the first pitch every time, you don't learn how to hit with 2 strikes. And you know, most walks, you know, are generated by a guy, you know, not swinging at the first pitch. I mean, there's no set number on percentages first swing, but as kind of records indicate that it's about 25%. You know, good hitters that are being somewhat selective, that they'll swing at the first pitch about 25%. Now, if you're down in 15%, you're probably not being aggressive enough, and if you're at 35, you're probably swinging at some bad pitches. So we have charts for all that, percentages, and they're aware of it. They have books. Each player has a book that they have to write their at-bats, what pitches they saw, how many pitches they saw. So they have to keep those every day. And I go over those with them every couple of weeks.
You adjusted to shaving the upper lip every day now?
Yeah, I forget about it sometimes when I shave in the shower. Yeah, but 40 years of a mustache, so it's taken me a little while to get used to it.
Just talk about the adjustments of, personally when you stepped in the box, what were you thinking? Compared to what these guys have to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about getting a walk, and I don't want these guys to think about getting a walk either. But it's just that, that preparation of being, looking for a first pitch. I mean, most guys like to hit a fastball, so I mean, if the guy makes a good pitch with a breaking ball, first pitch for a strike, you take it. Mm-hmm. It's not rocket science, but and preparation, knowing how a guy pitches you, if he throws, 2-1 changeup, not being afraid to look for a certain pitch at a certain time. Most of the time, you're looking fastball, and hitting, 30% of the time, you're going to feel great. You're just going to look for the ball. You're going to see everything. You feel good. Doesn't matter. Another 30% of the time, you feel terrible, and you got to figure out how to get on base or get a base hit on those tough days. And the other 30, you're kind of in between. But the good hitters can figure out how to go 1 for 4 when they're not swinging good.
We'll just rotate them. We'll do like a
the guys that let their first 3 at bats affect their last at bat. Most good hitters that are 300 hitters, that when they're 0 for 3 that 4th at bat, their batting average is probably 350. They're better. Instead of getting worse.